All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where Lamont Roach is snapping off on Gervonta Davis about their upcoming fight and saying that he's gaslighting people. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division and give you a little update on the Gervonta Lamont Roach fight as Lamont Roach comes out and is picking at Gervonta Davis through the media and saying that he's been gaslighting people because Gervonta Davis to date has not signed an agreement to fight him in the rematch. Man, now before I get into that though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more video. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really makes a big difference. Okay, so for the remainder of the year that we know of, there are two big fights or two major fights. One is Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford for the undisputed title at 168. But the other really big fight is the rematch for Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis at 135 pounds for Gervonta Davis's 135-pound title. Unfortunately, though, we have Lamont Roach who is out saying that that fight is not done and that Gervonta Davis is in the media saying things and doing things, even though he knows full well that he has not yet agreed to fight Lamont Roach. I have some mixed thoughts about that, and I'm pretty sure that I know why that is not taking place. If you noticed, Gervonta Davis' fight is supposed to be on August 16th, correct? Well, what other fight did I mention was going to be taking place? The Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford fight. So the fight that is already been announced for a date later, a month after, has already had its initial press conference. The reason that I believe that they have been hesitant, that the PBC has been hesitant to actually finalize that particular fight and get it done and make sure that everybody knows what's going on, is that they were waiting for the press junket of Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford to take place so that they did not get counter-programmed during the announcement of their fight with a bunch of information from Turki Al-Sheikh, who has been absolutely dominating the media with information about fights that he has. He literally owns Ring Magazine. He's engaged in, it seems like he owns half of the media at this point in time in American boxing. He already went all the way to doing AI. Writers are complaining about artificial intelligence articles being written by Ring Magazine. So what you wind up seeing is that the PBC held their cards and waited until the time that they knew it was okay to announce the fight and that they didn't have to worry about having Turki Al-Sheikh trying to do little tricks to try to keep people from watching that fight or watching the press releases and the press promotion for the fight leading into it. And that's why I think that there's been a hesitance of the PBC to say what the fight date is going to be. Because, like, if you're listening to what all these other fighters are doing with the PBC, everybody's talking about they're going to be fighting on that August 16th date, August 16th date. Well, as of right now, this is June 23rd. You have July and August. You're less than 8 weeks away from, you're less than 2 months away from that particular date. So if they don't hurry up and announce the fight, that August 16th date is probably going to go by the wayside. But since they already know that they're going to do it, I'm pretty sure that these guys have already started their training camps and are already, getting ready to do that. But again, the reason I believe that the the final fight contract has not been signed is because of what was going on with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford and the announcement that these guys were making for their fight. So hopefully this week or next week, we can finally find out exactly when the fight is going to be and what card it's going to be and what the undercard for the fight is going to be. But again, there's already a lot of people talking about that they are going to be fighting on that August 16th card. So I'm fairly comfortable that that fight will take place on that particular day. Now, this last weekend had a lot information come out around Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. So that fight is official. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of videos about it. So in this section of this video, I'm just going to let you know, they say that this fight is supposed to be September 13th. They had a press conference for it and everything. I still don't know how in the world they're going to do that in the afternoon when there's a game on September 13th in Las Vegas. So I have a suspicion that these guys are going to change the venue. Who knows what's going on with these guys? But again, because there's so much money being spent on it and there's such a large promotional budget for that fight, it doesn't make sense to start announcing your fights until you know what's going to go on with Canelo. Because who knows, man? They might have tried to move it up a month. Who knows what these guys would have done? I just think that it is just, I think the competition between Turki Al-Sheikh claimed that he was not really trying to shut down promoters and trying to shut down boxing in the U.S., but I believe that he is. And I do believe that he would absolutely tank Gervonta Davis's fight, at least the promotion for it. If he could find a way to spend enough money to do it, he would do it. But at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to the Gervonta Davis-Lamont Roach fight. It's a fight that should happen because of what the first fight happened, and it's a fight that there is a demand for. I know I'm going to be talking about this Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford fight because for me, it's hard for me to put that fight in the same category as Gervonta and Lamont Roach. That is a legitimate fight that people really wanted to see, while Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford is just a manufactured fight that, when we get to the fight, we'll see if it really, really is an entertaining fight. But even if it is an entertaining fight, it says more about Canelo than it would say about Terrence. And it says more about boxing, the fact that neither Terrence isn't going to be campaigning against the guys in the weight class he should be campaigning against. And Canelo Alvarez has been ducking David Benavidez for so long that it's hard to really take him seriously as being, one of the top best fighters in boxing. It's just that matchup doesn't have it for me. However, it does have a lot of press push. And so therefore it is going to, you're going to hear a lot about it all the time. And that will drown out the noise of other fights that are taking place. Be hard to drown out the Gervonta Davis fight, but to me, it makes sense to hold up on announcing it and finalize it until all of that stuff is out of the way so you can maximize your profitability in the fight. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.